Hey guys, my name's Emma, and today we are doing the City of Heavenly Fire tag. For those of you who have watched my videos even for a day should know by now that I am obsessed with the Mortal Instruments series by Cassandra Clare. So I stumbled across this tag on the Fandom Addicts channel, and I decided to do it myself. Originally it was created before City of Heavenly Fire came out, so I have to adjust the questions a bit or adjust my answers, but it should be fun because City of Heavenly Fire is like the greatest book in history, so I'm very excited to do a tag about it. I don't know if you can see it, but I'm wearing my I Survived City of Heavenly Fire shirt in honor of this wonderful tag, so there's no time to waste, so let's get started. The first question is, how did you find out about the Mortal Instruments? I feel like I've said this in a lot of videos, but my boyfriend originally suggested going to see the movie because he's very into like demon movies and book series and stuff. I had no idea what the Mortal Instruments was, but I decided to go anyways, and I fell in love with the movie, and then I found out it was a book series, so I started reading it, and that's pretty much the story of how I found the Mortal Instruments. Question 2 is your favorite book and your least favorite book. My favorite book is obviously City of Heavenly Fire. I've talked about this book like so much since it came out, and it's just amazing. And my least favorite is probably City of Ashes. I don't necessarily not like this book, but it's not my most favorite in the whole series. Question 3 is, what is the most beautiful part of the entire series? Clary and Jace's sex scene. Enough said. Question 4 is, what is your favorite song in the City of Bones soundtrack? I just love Clary's theme. I think it is such a beautiful song. Question 5 is your favorite cover. This changes a lot, and I know I just said I don't like this book, but I love the City of Ashes cover. First of all, Clary's hair is so freaking cool. The way it literally looks like fire, and the orange and yellow is in contrast to like the blue and green of the book. I don't know, I just think it's a really, really pretty book cover, and I love it. Question 6 is your favorite and least favorite female character. Obviously my favorite is Clary Frey. I mean, I just love her character. A lot of people complain about her a lot, but I just love her. Like, I want to be Clary Frey. I've said this a million times, but I just want to be her. I can't really think of a least favorite female character. I mean, just the whole group of people like Camille and Maureen and I don't know, just all these people I just don't like. Like, there's no female character I hate. I don't think there's a single person in the entire series that I hate. But I just don't like Maureen and Camille. I don't really like Maris. Yeah. Question 7 is, what is the saddest part of the whole series? I absolutely have to say when Simon lost his memories. That was just so heartbreaking. I talked a lot about it in my review. I just thought that it was so sad, and even worse than death for him, just not be able to remember his friends anymore, or the Shadow World, or anything, and just any part after that when he couldn't remember was just so heartbreaking. I cried so much. Ignore this gross hair. I don't even know what happened. Question 8 is your favorite drawing of Cassandra Jean. If I show you on my phone, it's not going to show up, so I will just put it right here. It is the scene from the lake in City of Heavenly Fire. It was my phone background for like a month and a half. I just thought it was gorgeous, and just anything Clary and Jace is so beautiful that I'm in love with it. But yeah, that is definitely my favorite drawing of hers so far, because she comes out with a new one all the time and they're all amazing. Question 9 is, are you more excited for The Last Hours or The Dark Artifices? I actually don't know like anything about The Last Hours. If you know anything, please tell me below, because I haven't looked into it, so that really has a lot to do with it, but I haven't heard anything about it. I know that it's switching off between The Dark Artifices, but that's like it. So I'm definitely more excited for The Dark Artifices. I mean, we saw a lot of the characters in City of Heavenly Fire, and it's very interesting because now we have like a lot of background that you don't normally get with the series, so that's just adding to my hype. I'm just so excited. Question 10 are, what are your favorite quotes? I don't really have favorite quotes. I just kind of like everything she writes. Just to name some off the top of my head, I really like The Love That Moves the Sun and All the Other Stars. I know that's not originally what she wrote, but she put it in the book, so it technically counts. Another one is Flecteri Siniquio Separis Acaranta Move Bow, which is Sebastian's bracelet, which translates to, if I cannot move heaven, I will raise hell. Again, she didn't write that one either, but I just love it. I feel like both these quotes say so much about the characters in the book. Those are definitely my 2 favorite quotes from the book series so far. Question 11, I think? 11 or 12? I lost count by now, so I'm just not going to say anything anymore. So question whatever is, what is the funniest part of the whole series? I really don't know, because this series was just so funny. Like, it is literally the funniest piece of literature I have ever read. I actually made a video for TMI May about a bunch of funny different scenes in the books. I'll link it below because I really, really enjoyed doing that video, and you know, if you really want to know what I thought was really funny, then go watch that video. Okay, so this is question 12, and it's a character that you love and hate at the same time. I want to say Sebastian, but I don't hate Sebastian. Maybe I'll go with Valentine. I didn't really plan any of these answers out, so this is totally just off the top of my head. But I love Valentine just because of, you know, all of the drama he created in the first 3 books and just what he brought to the story, but I hate him because he's an asshole, and that's just as simple as it gets. Question 13 is what is your favorite male character and least favorite male character. My favorite character is obviously Jace, Waylon, Morgenstern, Lightwood, Herondale. Obviously, how is he not your favorite male character? Jace Waylon is just perfect. Again, I don't think I have a least favorite male character. I really didn't like Meliorn, if that counts. I know he's not like a main character, but I just hated him from the beginning. He was such an asshole. Question 14 is your favorite Shadowhunter family. This is really, really hard. I was thinking about this one before, and I don't have one. I like the Fairchilds because I like Clary and Jocelyn, but I feel like that's not like a big Shadowhunter family because like it's really just only Clary and Jocelyn. I like the Lightwood children. I don't like the Lightwood parents. And I don't like the Lightwoods from the Infernal Devices. I don't know much about the Herondales except I like Will and I like Jace, and that's like it. That's not like a huge family. I mean, they talked about how Stephen Herondale was kind of an asshole, but the rest of the family was like that. So I guess the Herondales are probably my favorite Shadowhunter family, but we don't like see a lot of them. We only see a lot of like 2 main characters. Question 14 or 15? I'm losing count again. Is what Mortal Instruments book merch do you own? Well, I just showed you that I got this shirt from a Book Utopia. Sasha had a campaign before City of Heavenly Fire came out, and it's still going on if you want to buy one. I love this shirt. I'm so happy it came. A lot of it is on my shelf. I have the Morgenstern ring, which I love. I wear it like every single day. I make a lot of stuff out of beads, and so I make like bracelets and like bathing suits and masks and hats and stuff. It's like really, really fun. But I made this glow-in-the-dark angelic rune one. I really love the way it came out. This isn't something I had to buy. I made it, which is really, really cool. I have my steel, which I love. I'm so glad I actually got to buy this because it was very, very exciting. I love having it on my shelf. It's like perfect. I obviously have a copy of the movie. My friend gave it to me for Secret Santa and it was so exciting. I'm so glad I have my own copy because I watch it like all the time. I also have the City of Bones leggings. I was very, very glad I found these on eBay. I looked for them like everywhere because the clothing line from Hot Topic from the movies got like canceled. They stopped producing stuff. So I had to go on eBay and I found these. I just love them. They're like my favorite pair of leggings because I love printed leggings and they're so cool. I also have my steel keychain, which is so cool. I actually bought this like 2 weeks ago because Hot Topic is like really trying to get rid of all their old Mortal Instruments clearance stuff. So I found this in a pile with a bunch of poor abandoned Mortal Instruments stuff, and I love it. It's like a little flashlight and it's obviously my favorite keychain because I have a lot. But I love it. I'm so happy I finally decided to buy it. And then finally I have one of my most special pieces of Mortal Instruments merch, which is my Mortal Instruments rune mug. This is the coolest freaking mug I own. There's one thing that's really, really cool about this mug. Do you want to know what it is? The runes show when it gets hot. I don't think this water is hot enough because I totally just put it in the microwave because, I don't know, I didn't really want to boil water for a video. But it's so cool. Look at it. There's runes. There weren't runes 2 seconds ago. It's the coolest thing ever. For the books, I own the complete Mortal Instruments series in hardcover. City of Bones and City of Heavenly Fire are both signed by Cassandra Clare. Holy crap. Then I have 2 copies of Shadowhunters Codex, and one of them is signed by Cassandra Clare. Holy crap. And then I have the Infernal Devices series by Cassandra Clare, all in hardcover. So those are my books and merch from the Mortal Instruments series. Obviously, I am really obsessed. Question 16 is favorite ship and least favorite ship. Obviously, my favorite ship is Clay. Never shipped anything harder in my life than Clace. It's ridiculous. They're just so perfect together and nothing will ever beat how hard I ship them. Oh my god, I get overwhelmed just thinking about it. And my least favorite ship is Kleiman. I mean, we're in book 6 now. They're obviously not together. He's meant for Izzy. Why are you still shipping them? I don't know. Question 17 is your City of Heavenly Fire theories. Now, obviously, I know what happens with City of Heavenly Fire already because I reread it twice and I said this tag was created beforehand, so I have a video about my theories. I'll put that in the link below as well. Question 18 is your favorite scene from City of Bones. Now, I've seen this movie like 1,600 times, and there's a lot of good scenes in it. But my favorite ones have to be the Pandemonium scene. I love the lighting in it, I love the cinematography, I love that that's where Clary and Jace first meet, and my other favorite scene is the vampire fight scene thingy where they go into the Demort and they're fighting the vampires because they're trying to get Simon out of there. Also, another one of my favorite artist songs is in the background, but it was just a really cool scene, and Jamie does this whole flip thing without wires, and it was just such a cool. Question 19 is what chapters / parts made you cry? I'm assuming you're meant to go through the whole series bit, but there's a lot of points where I cried in these 6 books, so I'm just gonna go with City of Heavenly Fire. I cried when Jordan died because I was just like, this can't be happening, like she's already killed off main characters, this is gonna be the worst book in the entire world. When else did I cry? This is totally out of order. I definitely cried when Simon got his memories taken away. I just talked about how heartbreaking it was. I cried when we found out that his band name is Mortal Instruments because it was such a shock and it was just the greatest thing ever. I cried when he found out he was going to ascend. I cried. I just cried with the whole ending with Simon. The entire time I just spent crying. I cried after Clary and Jace had sex because I've been waiting for that for a very, very long time. It was very, very emotional for me. I cried when Clary almost died and when Jace almost died from the fire. I just cried a lot. I got like teary when Sebastian had Clary up against the wall just because I wanted that scene and I didn't want that scene, and my whole Clary and Sebastian thing is just totally mixed up and emotional, so I kind of cried when that happened. I cried a lot in this book and it was just so amazing. And then question 20, are you ready for City of Heavenly Fire? I think I'm pretty ready since I survived. I definitely wasn't ready at first because I wasn't ready to accept that the series was going to be over, but as I'm reading it, you know, as I'm realizing that this book isn't terribly heartbreaking like most other young adult conclusions to series, I was very, very okay with the series ending because it ended beautifully. Alrighty, so that is the City of Heavenly Fire tag. This was definitely a very fun tag to do. I love doing anything completely Mortal Instruments themed because obviously I am just in love. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope I'm not boring you with how much Mortal Instruments I talk about. God, you guys must hate me if you don't like Cassandra Clare. But that's all for today, so I'm going to go. Thank you guys for watching and I'll see you soon. Bye!